Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today's video will be another Attack on Titan Spotlight deck list. Today we're going to be dealing with Smiling Titan. She's been kind of they've been kind of making like some news, I guess, with people testing. I guess it all matters if her response becomes fixed, because right now it's just a once per turn, and it should have Tenacious once per turn after an attack deals 6 or more damage. Ready this character, and her enhance probably should. I mean, like, it says Tenacious, so if you have to commit her, so the response should at least say Tenacious, correct? Like, it should be Tenacious once per turn after an attack deals 6 or more damage. Ready this character. So we have to wait for the day 1 errata first to see if this character is actually fixed, because right now she doesn't work properly. So let's just get into the deck. It's a 631 Death Life attuned, Death and Life. So this is a Death deck with some Life attuned, but mostly we're playing Infinity attacks because she has an enhance, Tenacious. Your attack gets X speed and X damage. X equals your attack's printed difficulty -4. So let's just get into let's just check out the difficulties right now. So we're running a 6 in Jaw Titan. We're running a 7 in Smiling Titan. We're running an 8 in Armored and Attack. And Attack Titan attacks. We're running Ravages of War. This card's insane. And then we're running Attack Titan's Destructive Power, and then we're also running 1x of Colossus Titan attacks. So let's get into it. So Jaw Titan attacks. To Shift Titan, Blitz gain 2 health, because you'll see as we get into the deck, it's not as much about blocking, it's more about trying to survive to the next turn to kill them. It's a 606 that transforms into a backup. Backups are kind of a hot topic also right now, just because of, in Standard, they're not very good. Like, with getting momentum from hitting them and then on hit effects happening, it's not very good unless, like, you can build them that turn and use them with I think there's an ultra rare attack that does that, or the Call of the Beast Titan, I think, also does that. But it's an Infinity card. It's a 606, gains 2 health, and it's really a 9 low 9 in our character. It's a 8 low 8 in our character. I keep thinking it's half of it, but it's 8 low 8. Smiling Titan attacks. We make our rival with 7 difficulty 4 check, 6 high 6. We're spraying to all zones in this event, in this deck, I should say. +1 high block, and it makes our rival spend a momentum. So it's some momentum hate. It is a 9 high 9, which is kind of crazy. It also says that if we build this thing, it makes we lose form, lose a stamina, which actually doesn't work until our following turn because it's on a form. Your rival's first attack next turn must attack this backup of Fable. Armored Titan attacks, 8 difficulty 4 check, so 12 make 12. Blitz, rival flips a foundation. Response, after you block with this card, build a transformed, and it's damage reduction and ruin on the backside, which is really, really good. This is really kind of like these next 3 attacks are like our bread and butter. Attack Titan attacks, 8 difficulty 4 check, 5 high for 8. Deadlock, Blitz, Ruin 1. The Deadlock doesn't really matter. The spicy part is on the backside. Form, lose 4 stamina. As your next form, try to play this card's attack side. It gets -3 difficulty. So it becomes a 5 difficulty 4 check, which is insane. And we can also lose stamina to gain damage, so which we shouldn't be lacking for damage. Cool thing about this deck is the lowest check is a 4, which is crazy. We got 3 copies of Ravages of War. This is kind of like a nice block trick as well. It's an 8 difficulty 4 check, 8 high 8, so 12 high 12. Your rival discards a card, sacrifices a foundation, and spends a momentum. That's 3 resources. That's just crazy. Ooh, excuse me, that's just nuts on this card. Response: after you block with this card, if you have 6 or fewer foundations, your rival discards a card and you draw a card. So you can you net a card over them, but you also, if you have this on offense after, like if you're able to draw another copy, that's 2 cards they have to get rid of, which is kind of cool. Attack Titan's Destructive Power. 9 difficulty, 4 check, 7 mid 7 plus 2 mid block. Nice. It's a 12 mid 12 on turn 2 if we can pass the check. Blitz, Ruin 2, flip 1 foundation with difficulty of 2 or less, which is great because a lot of the defense in this set's on 2s. So a couple, like you'll see some things with some on 3s, but yeah. We got 1x, a Colossus Titan attacks. It's a shift, it's a throw. It's a 6 mid for 10 throw, and with our character, it's a 12 mid 16. 12 mid 16. And we get to add the top 2 cards of our deck to our momentum. I have no idea what we're using momentum for at the present time because none of these have powerful or anything. So with Colossal Titan attacks, we may have some momentum tricks. We'll take a look. We got 1 action. To you, 2,000 years from now, this may come out of the deck. I'm just going to try it out at first. As a breaker, look at the top card of your deck. If it's an attack, backup, or foundation, you may try to play it try to play it as your next form, ignoring progressive difficulty. I dig this card a lot. It could give us a free attack off the top of our deck, ignoring prog. Also, there's only one other copy that by revealing it, you don't get to play, so it extends our hand size a bit. So like if you reveal the action as it doesn't even say look. It doesn't say reveal. It says look. So you can choose to play it. So you could choose your check, which is kind of cool. Going into foundations, we got with a cool thing about this. One of my teammates. Goes by Zodiac Gamer, Justin Birch, said that since our lowest check is a 4, we could play way more 2s and 3s than normal decks do, just because we're treating our 1s as 0s, our 2s as 1s, and our 3s as 2s, which is kind of smart. So we got 4 copies of Mercy just to fill out just 4 zeros just at the end of a turn. We got 4 Display of Might. 1/6, 2 high block, Tenacious Flip. After you play a card with difficulty of 8 or greater, draw a card. I think we only have Jaw Titan and Smiling Titan as the only ones that we don't draw a card off of, which is pretty good. Then we got 4 copies of I'm With You. 1 difficulty, 5 check, +2 low block. Response remove. After this card enters your discard pile during the enhanced step, this attack gets +2 or -2 damage. So we do have a way to destroy foundations with Willing Recruits, so we're going to be able to get this extra damage, or with Willing Recruits, this gives -3 damage, so we don't want to give -3 damage to our attack, but if this allows us to give it -5 damage, which is kind of cool. And try to see if I have anything else that does this too. I don't think I have anything else that, yeah. It's just in here just as a spam low block because we need low blocks, because you'll see later we're like on 12 low blocks. It's pretty bad. 1/5 with Armin's Fate. 1/5 +2 high block. Flip gets +1 or -1 damage. There's one thing that I have to say about the Attack on Titan set is its attacks and characters and actions and assets for the most part are pretty cool. Man, the foundations are lacking. I really hope set 2 really gives us some, some juice that's worth the squeeze, I should say. 4 copies of Powerful Escort. It's a 1/6 +3 mid. Yeah, it's there because it's a 6 check. We want as many 6s, so we're not committing a bunch of foundations. We got 4 copies of Inner Strength. 2 difficulty, 5 check, +3 low block. Enhanced. This attack gets -1 damage. Very good. Until we have 9 or more foundations, then we get +3 damage on our attacks instead. Against a Tough Punch, remove. After your unblocked attack deals damage, your rival loses 3 health. So we're hoping to blitz people on turn 2 with her. Like we'll swing one giant like 10 mid for 10 or something, or 9 mid for 9 or whatever, and we ping them for as many copies as we have this. One copy of William Recruits, so -3 damage because we're going to be living on the DR train. We won't be able to block as much because we're going to be committing so much to pass our attacks. 4 copies of Ymir's Regeneration. Remove after you 2 difficulty 5 check plus 2 mid. After you take damage from an unblocked attack, gain 4 health. As long as it doesn't kill us, we're good. Like, we're going to be trying to DR as much as possible. We may block one thing a turn if we're lucky. And then DRing and damage reducing, and then trying to gain back as much health. 3 copies of Futile Attempts, 3 difficulty, plus 3 5 check, plus 3 high block. And first enhance, this attack gets -3 damage. Give it -3 damage, it's pretty cool. We got our last foundation is 4 copies of Deadly Research, 3 difficulty, 5 check, plus 3 high block. Response commit, after you make a check to play a backup or a shift attack, that check gets +2. We're playing 1, 2, okay, only shifts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, that's 14. 14 of our 20 attacks are shift attacks. So we can get +2 to check. And lowest we're checking is a 4. So we commit this and try to help pass the checks as much as possible. Now we're going to move on to the stats of the deck. We got to love this. 1.32 deck stability. It's crazy. We got 60 cards total, 20 attacks, 38 foundations, 2 actions, and we go to blocks, which is 27 high blocks, 21 mid blocks, and 12 lows. Hopefully no one just goes for an all low plan and we'll be fine. So, but yeah, guys, that's the deck. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. I named it Mom Eater because, yeah, like, she eats Aaron's mom. So, yeah, that starts the entire show. So, other than that, I'm going to be doing a couple, I'm going to go back with Ymir and do a standard deck profile coming out pretty soon. I'm going to be playing that at Locals a few. I have a Harley Quinn deck profile coming out. It'd be hopefully sometime over the weekend. And that's pretty much it. So stay tuned for more Spotlight standard profiles. I'm going to have some AOT box openings. I may be able to have a Gen Con promo giveaway. I'm picking up my promos from my contact tomorrow, and there may be some extras to give away. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications so you know when all that stuff's going to happen. And until the next video, take care.